Guys, let me show you guys the time first. The time is 11:49. This is almost 12 midnight and I'm filming, and I've had this face since morning. Before noon, that's when I had my makeup on. And guys, my makeup is still in place. I have not touched up, like I have not even applied powder on my face. Look at how my face look, guys. Over 12 hours of makeup. If you want to see how I'm able to make my makeup last this long, then you should watch this video. People, my name is Destiny and welcome to my channel. This video, it's an exciting video because I get this question all the time by family and friends, like, girl, how do you keep your makeup in place all day? And today I'm going to share the secret. Okay, today's video I'm going to show you my tips and tricks on how I get my makeup to last this long. So with that all said, let's jump into the video. So first up, one thing I'll tell you is that the secret to my makeup lasting long is not how much the foundation costs, it's how I prep my skin for my foundation. Prepping the skin is very, very important. That will make or break your makeup, like if your makeup should last long or not. So I'm going to show you guys the step I do to prep my skin, and I'll give you guys the reasons why I do these things so that you guys can tweak it the way you want to suit your skin type. So I personally, my skin type is an oil to normal skin, but majority of oil skin. Yes, you may say, but I'm not saying the oil, it's the way I lay my face. So even if I don't wear mattifying foundation, I still get my makeup in place like this. So let's get started. So the first thing I do is that I make sure my face is clean. Obviously 80% of the time I usually just get out of the shower, then come to sit down to do my makeup. So make sure your face is clean. Secondly, make sure your face is moisturized. You need that moisture. Most oil skin people feel when they stay away from face lotion, face moisturizer, it helps their makeup to last. No, what happens is that when you don't moisturize your face, your brain is telling your skin that, you know what, there is no moisture there, there is no oil, so they tend to produce more oil when you don't have moisturizer on. So moisturizer is a must. Please apply moisturizer. Okay, after applying your moisturizer, then we'll go to the makeup stuff. Okay, so the first thing I do is I apply my face primer, and the face primer that I personally have loved and I've used over the years and I swear by, it's the LA Girl Pro Face Primer. Well, let me even make a disclaimer. You guys will see a lot of LA Girl products here on my channel. This video is not sponsored by LA Girl. All these products, I bought them with my money. Then some of them are products that I've tried and I love and I keep going back for, because that's the kind of person I am. Anything I use and I love, it doesn't go anywhere. I'll keep using it till stop doing his work. Okay, so LA Girl is not sponsored, okay, because I got somebody comment like, are you sponsored by LA Girl? No, my videos are not sponsored by LA Girl or any brand. I never get PR, I never big wish like that. Okay, so anyway, let's jump into the video. So the first thing I do to prime my face after moisturizing is that I go with my LA Girl Pro Face Primer. I use it to moisturize my face. I like this primer because this primer is a silicone based primer, so this primer helps to fill out my pores. I have large pores here on my face, so when I use this primer, because it's silicone based, it helps to fill out those pores and help to make my skin look even more even. Okay, to my own opinion, it helps to keep your face matte. So this primer, I swear by this primer. If you're an oil skin girl, this primer is very, very good, guys. Like, I swear by this primer. So what I do is that I apply the primer on my face, but I concentrate this primer mostly on my cheekbone. Is it cheekbone? The highest point of my cheekbone, my T-zone, my forehead, under my chin. I concentrate it more there. Then I just use the extra product and then I blend it to the rest part of my face. After that, I will go with this. This is the LA Girl Primer Spray. Before I started using this, which I just started using a couple of weeks ago. Before I started using this, I'll use a setting spray, but now that I have this LA Girl primer spray, and guys, I have a review for this product, so I'll leave it up in the card up there, and I'll also leave it in the description box. And since I tried this primer, I love this primer. Like, it's an hydrating primer, and that's the kind of makeup I'm going for. I'm going for more hydrating, healthy looking makeup. So why won't I use an hydrating primer? So I'll go with this face primer. I'll spray the face primer all over my face. So what this does is that it also helps, that's another layer of priming. So I prime my face twice, so, and it also helps to keep my skin hydrated. So after I spray it, I'll allow it to dry down before the next step. So after doing that, I will go with a setting powder. You can use whatever setting powder you have. Like for the primer spray, you can use a setting spray, okay? But for me, after my face dries down after the primer spray, I will go with a setting powder. The setting powder I've used for over a year now is the Colourpop No Filter setting powder in medium deep. This is a dark powder, so this is kind of darker than my actual skin tone, and it has a red undertone. And if you don't really know makeup, red, that's why people use red concealer to cancel out dark spot. And I have dark spot from acne, from pimples that have pressed, okay? So I'll use it to cover all my dark spots. So because it's darker than me and has a red undertone, it's going to do that work of corrector. So it's going to correct my skin. It's going to what am I saying? It's going to correct my skin, which is why people wear orange corrector to correct dark spots on your face. So what I do is that I use this powder to do that. And also this powder also helps to mattify my face. I know I'm saying that I don't want a mattifying, I'm kind of talking with both sides of my mouth, but this just helps my makeup well. So I'll go ahead with a setting powder. So you can use whatever setting powder. I've used the Maybelline one, I've used the Milani one to do this. So use whatever setting powder, but I personally, I'll prefer you use a powder that is darker, like a shade or two darker than you, so that it helps to feel like a corrector. And it should have an orange undertone, so that will help like you skip that step of corrector and just use one product to do two things, to mattify and also to correct. Well, Destiny, you're talking too much, but I need to explain this, okay? So I'll use the powder and I'll press the powder all over my face with my beauty sponge. I like using beauty sponge personally, a dry beauty sponge, not a wet one, because I just feel that will help blend it even more. So I just press it on to my face. One reason I like using this particular powder is that this powder is not very drying. So even though it's going to keep my foundation in place or my face matte, it's not going to really dry out my face the way most setting powder does. So that's another reason why I love this powder. So I'm just going to use it to blend, to put on my face, all over my face, like I'm applying just powder all over my face. And I will use a dry beauty sponge to do this. So after applying my setting powder is ready to go. You will see the big difference between when I didn't have my setting powder on and when I did. When I have my setting powder on, it just helps to really even out my skin tone, to prepare my face for my foundation. So I already have one layer of like almost an even tone before my foundation, so I'll end up using less foundation. Does that make sense? Yes. So after that, I will go with a setting spray. I'm using the LA Girl setting spray. This is the new one, not the old one. I'm using the new one. I love the setting spray so much. So I'm just going to use the setting spray to set the entire layer I already have now. So what the setting spray will do is to lock those products I've put on my face and just make them still okay for my foundation, and also help your makeup to last longer. So you need it. So let me explain. Somebody is saying, why do you need to have so much layers of product before you even apply foundation? What is all this activity? For me personally, this has worked and that's why I do it. And another thing is that you need to keep your, like, this is your face, this is your face. If you want your makeup to last long, especially if you're an oil skin girl, you need to create a barrier between your face and your cream product, which is your foundation. So what I have done now is to create that barrier between my face and my foundation, because if there's a barrier, even when the oils are coming through, the oil will mix with the barrier, not my foundation directly. But if you mix with your foundation directly, that's where you get to see that your foundation is separating on your face and very patchy. So that's why you need this barrier to make your products, your makeup, to last long. I don't know if I'm making sense, but that's just the science behind it. Once there's a barrier between your skin and your makeup lasts long. So that's why I layer as much as I can. My primer, 2 primers, setting spray, powder, I do all that because that helps my makeup to stay in place all day like this. Okay, after I finish doing all that, I'll go ahead and then apply my foundation and do my highlight, my contour like I'll normally do. And Bob's your uncle. My face will stay in place. Like you can see, this face is now, I don't even want to clean my face now, but this face, I've had this face for over 12 hours. Over 12 hours. I wore this face like, is it 11 or 10 a.m. and this is already past midnight and I'm still glowing and fabulous. Okay, anyway guys, that's it. That is how I prep my face to make my makeup last. So it's not about the amount of product or how I end the product. It is the way, is the technique you use in applying your makeup. And somebody will say, oh, the makeup you wear on camera is different from makeup you wear on a day-to-day basis. But the truth is that this technique that I have showed you guys, I can wear it on my day-to-day and I still don't look crazy because my skin look very, very hydrating and almost like skin-like finish, and I use less cream products, if I make sense. Anyway guys, if you're wondering how I set my under eye, I have a designated video on how I set my under eye for my under eye not to look crazy after long hours, so you can go check out that video. In fact, I would advise you check out that video because that will also help you to just boost your game. Okay, so guys, if you like such video where I give you guys tips and tricks on how to boost up your makeup skills, then you should give this video a big thumbs up. This is going to make me know that you guys enjoyed this video and help me know that, okay, this is the kind of content you guys want to see. Okay, so give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed, and if it's and if it was helpful to you, give it a big thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, this is the perfect time for you to subscribe. You watched today and that means you like what you see, so subscribe and then check out other videos. Yeah, before you leave, their videos like, hello, I have almost 200 videos here on my channel, so there's something for you. Check them out. Okay, and then you see my face there, that's also the subscribe button. If you're too reluctant to click on that one, just press my face there, that's the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.